Lord, I come to tell you I love you, to tell you I need you, to tell you there's no better place for me than in your arms, to tell you I'm sorry for running in circles, for placing my focus on the waves, not on your face. You're the only one who brings me peace. You're the only one who brings me peace. I'm so forgetful, but you always remind me. You're the only one who brings me peace. You're the only one who brings me peace. So I come, Lord, I come. I come, Lord, I come to tell you I love you, to tell you I need you, to tell you there's no better place for me than in your arms, to tell you I'm sorry for running in circles, for placing my focus on the waves, not on your face. You're the only one who brings me peace. You're the only one who brings me peace in the storm. In the storm. I'm so forgetful, but you always remind me. You're the only one who brings me peace. You're the only one who brings me peace.
Hey, good morning, Firmly Rooted family. Pastor Tom, Firmly Rooted Ministries, Monday morning. And I know that song is a favorite for many of us. Part that caught me today is I Come Running. You know, that there's this moment when we finally realize that we truly are running in circles because we're trying to find answers in the wrong kingdom. And so what do? Like the prodigal son, we just go running. And what do we meet? A good and gracious God who kneels down and opens up his arms and takes us in and reminds us that he's the only one that can give us peace. What a powerful song, huh? And what an amazing, probably daily practice that we should go through in looking at where in our lives we're running in circles, where those patterns are, and break them by just running to Jesus and having Jesus grab us, hold us in his arms, and say, good. Now, let's look at it again. All right, let's see who's on board. Vivian Davis, good morning. Amanda McCormick, good morning. Pamela C., good morning. Steve Jansen, hello from Dusseldorf. Well, I got to tell you, Steve, that Allied Metals, my former company, has an office right there in Dusseldorf. I've been there a number of times. I love the square, the square near the hotel that we stayed in, and they would set up shops in the fall. Could be right about now, and then they would have them open all the way through Christmas season. It was really cool. Anne Marie, good morning. Jackie Matus, good morning. Brian Vlaming, good morning. Saints, boom. Bert Reggiani, good morning. All right. We are still speaking of the latter days, the time. You remember that the disciples asked Jesus, when is all this going to happen? And he has been telling them that, at the beginning, that watch out for false teachers and false people saying that the Christ has come. He talked about wars and rumors of wars. He talked about the fact that you're going to see natural disasters increase. You're going to see nations in an uproar. You're going to see, even relationally, the kingdom of this world put a spirit of delusion on people. And before you know it, the child is going against parent, and husband against wife, and brother against brother. And like, even relationally, things are going to get whacked out. And the times are going to be tough as we get closer and closer to those times. And you catch that in Thessalonians, you catch that also in the book of Revelation. But interestingly enough, Jesus is getting close to closing this discussion, and he goes back to the very first point. In verse 21 of Mark 13, he says, "And then if anyone says to you, 'Behold, there is the Christ,' or 'Behold, he is there,' do not believe him. For false Christs and false prophets will arise and will show signs and wonders even." We know that from the Antichrist, and we know that from the beast in Revelation, that they will show signs and wonders in order to lead astray, if possible, even the elect. That it's deceptive. The thief always comes to steal, kill, and destroy, even if he is trying to create a false mirror image of signs and wonders and supposedly doing what's right for the people. Jesus says, "But take heed, behold, I have told you everything in advance." False teachers, false prophets, even an antichrist who is going to rise up and look like he has Christ-like powers. He's going to be offering to cure all the ailments of the world politically and sociologically, but in the end, he's just a tyrant. His goal is not to bring humanity any peace. It is to dominate. And the good news, we know the end. We know that Jesus, as the kingdom of this world is in futility, working its way up to the battle of Armageddon, that Jesus simply says, it's done, it's finished, and they're wiped out completely, and there's a new heaven and a new earth. And so Jesus says, but take heed, be alert, be on guard, because I've told you everything in advance. Now, I might be peeking in a little bit to tomorrow's devotion, but I think it's important to answer a question. With all the false prophets, and with all the false Christs, and with all the mocking and imaging, copying, how are we going to know? How are we going to know which one's the real Jesus? Hold on to this. Only Jesus is going to appear in the clouds with angelic forces and a trumpet sound, and the dead will begin to rise. Every other false prophet, every other false teacher is going to come from the kingdom of this world and rise somehow up from it. Jesus is going to come from the heavens and return back to this earth. Just a little tidbit. I know it's simple, but it's profound. Because if we just remember that, if we just ask, where did this individual come from? We've answered our question. We're only looking for one individual, and we're looking for Jesus to come miraculously from heaven through the clouds with angelic forces and a divine trumpet sound that the whole world's going to hear. That's what we're waiting for. If that isn't what happens, then flee and run from whoever that teacher might be, because they're lying. They're lying. All right. I hope that this devotion was a blessing to you. Have a great day. Make it a firmly rooted day, and may someone see Jesus in us today. Peace.